Hello, I'm Jeremy Rogers. I'm the executive chef for Indeed Domain, and today we're going to make a couple options for the holidays. We have potato au gratin, and for the vegans out there, we're going to make a sweet potato au gratin with a cashew cream inside of it for just a better alternative. So first we're making the regular potato au gratin, and I've sauteed a bit of shallots and garlic, probably a tablespoon of shallot and half a teaspoon of garlic. I've added a quart of heavy cream with a little salt and a little pepper. I've also mandolined my potatoes. So when doing this, just be careful and watch your fingers. If you're skilled enough to do it with a knife, top notch. And so now I'm just gonna basically cook them in the cream, and the natural starches of the potato will thicken it up. So as the potatoes are cooking, the starches release, and that way you don't have to add anything or let it cook down too much. And then we'll add it to our dishes and bake it, all right? While the potatoes are cooking for the regular au gratin, we're gonna prepare our sweet potato au gratin. And so what I'm gonna do is you wanna take, when making the cashew cream, you definitely wanna make that ahead of time because the cashews should soak for at least 2 to 3 hours. Just so it gets in there, they get nice and soft. You can, if you get in a hurry, if you have a good enough blender or a food processor and you let them soak for 20, 30 minutes, you can even go as far as to just gently simmer them just to release everything and make it soft enough. But if you just want to be prepared and you don't want any problems, put them in something, soak them in a bit of water for 2 to 3 hours, blend it, it'll be perfect. So this is what you want. You want something nice and smooth. You want all those little crunchy bits out of there. You want to blend it up. If you got to just blend it and then get in there and stir it around, by all means. If you feel like it's a lot, this stuff will hold. You can put it into cups. You can freeze it, pull it out, use it later. It's also great as a substitute for Alfredos, for cream sauces, for tofu or a field roast or anything. What we're going to do is we're going to take this along with a little bit of oat milk. You can also use soy milks, anything that you readily want to use that you like. Coconut milk. Coconut milk makes it a little sweeter. Macadamia, that's gonna be pretty good. Yeah. And one of my favorite things to do is to, while it's heating up, because you wanna cook the sweet potatoes, you don't wanna cook the sweet potatoes in this because it'll break, especially because the low temperatures with the cheeses and the cashew cream. So we're gonna cook the sweet potatoes in water. We're gonna separate it. We're gonna fold in the cashew cream with some of our vegan cheeses, and then we're gonna bake it that way. So I'll show you how to do that here in a bit. So while our sweet potatoes are cooking on the stove and a little bit of water and salt, I'm gonna take our oat milk here, all right, and roughly about 2 cups. And like I said, there's a lot of cashew cream, so we're not going to use it all because we're just making little dishes. So I'm going to use about half. And we're just going to bring this up nice and slow to a simmer. Melt our vegan cheese in it, fold the potatoes in, and then build them into our dishes and finish baking them in the oven. Vegan or not, I like cheese. This stuff is pretty good. They make a bunch of stuff out there. There are plant-based cheddars. Mozzarellas, and this is a great one, oat cheese, Italian herb. So while that's simmering, we'll build our au gratin dishes. So, cream has gotten nice and thick. Potatoes are bite tender, like you still want some firmness. You don't want them falling apart. We're not making mashed potatoes, we're making au gratin. So you just want to be able to like gently poke a spoon through them and they don't fall apart, all right? And so we have our little dishes. We're going to spray the inside of them. A little pan spray. So our gratin is cooking. We've added our cashew cream, our oat milk, our different types of vegan cheeses, and everything, as you can see, has come together quite nicely. It's all nice and thick. We're gonna add a little bit of herbs to it, and then we're just gonna fold it into the dish. Here we go. So we got a little dish. Little spray, the largest spoon in the world.
I know.
All right. And then a little fresh chopped chive. Chopped chive. And we're gonna top this with this delicious oat cheese. It's real. More cheese. And then we're just gonna pop it in the oven. They've gotten nice and brown. All those starches and everything have made it all nice and thick. And then the sweet potato has set up pretty good. So yeah, there you go. That is potato au gratin, classic potato au gratin, and sweet potato au gratin with cashew cream and vegan cheese. So happy holidays.